Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes, talking about the new slime set, rares and double rares. Brandon, what's our first card?
First up, we have this level 0 Rimuru. If all your characters are Demon Continent characters, so as long as you don't have the 1-0 from the trial deck, this card gains 1500 power, sitting at 3k, and it can be a center runner during your opponent's turn. When damage taken by you is cancelled in this card's battle, you may jump to stock. So it's a potential 3k body that can remove itself into stock when your opponent's at level 1 and they're swinging with massive damage with their climax.
Yeah, so this is essentially a double plussing runner. It's probably a 4 of, just because it solves a lot of the level 0 plussing slots. Next, level 1 Veldora combo. This gains 1000 if your characters are all Demon Continent. On attack, combos with Bar. If you have 6 or fewer cards in your hand and one other character, you can look it up to 3, add a character or the Ally Declaration event, and then you can look at 2 and choose one to put on top. So you get to choose your trigger. It tops out at 7 cards, and you can't get any event or any CX the way you can with some other combos, but fixing your trigger, making sure you don't trigger CXs, and potentially fixing for a cancel makes this a really solid combo.
Yeah, I really appreciate its ability to mill here, because effectively you can go through up to 5 cards in your deck. Really up to you and how many cards you actually go through. So being able to manipulate the number of cards that you can go through in your deck with your combo, I think is actually pretty fantastic here. Next up, we have the Murin. This is the exciting new combo of the set. If you have 2 or more other characters, this gains 5000 power. So it sits at 10-5. The combo itself, as long as you have the pants in your climax zone, on placement, you can search your deck for a character and add it to hand, and then stock charge a character from waiting room. So a potential +2 on the combo is a 2-1, so you do pay 1 stock to get this on board initially. But assuming this survives to the next turn, with it being on pants, you're more likely to recur this combo, so you can really try to just play this combo over and over again once you get there at 2.
Yeah, this is basically somewhere between Alice and Kanata. There's no way to get it down early, but it does plus very well. Plus is on board pretty effectively. It's good. It's just awkward because it doesn't really replace your level 1 combo. You kind of need a level 1 combo to get into this. Next, level 3 Hinata. On play, blind stock 1 from the top of deck and level down one of your opponent's characters. Also, on verse, ditch 2, deal X equal to the number of your reversed characters. Essentially a 1 stock beater, and it also has a pretty decent ceiling for being an off finisher, right? Because attack with this last, you could potentially try to burn 3. Pitch 2, burn 3 is pretty good rate. It's just in green, and that's why it's not going to get played, is just because it's in green. If it were in blue, I think this would see a significant amount of play.
Yeah, being in green makes it really difficult, but I think it has a lot of fun things with it as well. Being able to effectively refund stock here, so you can kind of play this down relatively cheap. Get the 2 soul body, you get the potential burn as well, especially because it's discard 2 cards. Whenever you trigger additional cards into hand, especially like climaxes, you can also just ditch them out here with this card. This is exactly what you're looking for in an off finisher. Speaking of off finishers, to round out our list, we have the Benimaru. This is our end game finisher that we typically see with the pants build. On play heal, also has experience condition. You do need yellow, red, and blue in your level zone to make this go off, but it's a pay 1, ditch 1 character. To burn X equals to the level of the card on top of your deck +1. So you can potentially get that additional burn off before the attack even swings.
Yeah, this is going to see play as the finisher of choice in the new 8 pants build, the level 1 Shizu that we already know, into the level 2 that we talked about. It doesn't have a high ceiling. You're only attacking 6 times. You don't have great control over what's on top of the deck, so you could very well just have 3 Trouble Girls, which doesn't feel great. Pay 1, pitch 1 is good rate for potentially burning anywhere from 1 to 4. The experience condition is really easy to meet in Slime because you've got a bunch of yellow that you want to be playing anyway, specifically like the Ramorous. Slime's issue historically has always been that it never really had a great top end to go with the Shizu level 1. Still kind of doesn't. This is interesting. I don't know if it has a high enough ceiling to actually carry Slime up to the top level of the meta. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday. Brandon will have our first look at a Hololive deck. We'll have gameplay for it the following Thursday. The following Tuesday, another Clock Talk. And in 2 weeks, more 5 cards, 5 minutes. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And have a good one.
We'll see you then.